Hello, everybody. Oof, that was a bit rough. Did I voice crack right there? I don't know. Oh, I thought so. A couple streams ago, if anybody's here, uh, there was a hawk outside my window, and I looked outside my window, and I thought I saw the hawk, and it was just some dude on like the roof of my apartment. He looks like he's like doing construction or something. Well, anyways, hello everybody. I hope you're doing well, and if not, well, guess what? We get an hour today to do something that we love. So let's head over here and get ready with the warm up. So yep, I hope you're all doing well. I just realized, man, I am hungry. Oh my gosh, wow. I didn't eat too much today, just on accident. But I will be feasting with some friends after stream, so we have to cut off stream at 6:30 today, whether I like it or not, because I have a very important event to go to with some of my closest friends. I'm very excited for that. But yeah, anybody who is here, if you are, I hope you've had a good day. It is Friday, and if not, well, guess what? The weekend's just around the corner, and if I've worked food service, so I understand you may not get weekends off or whatever, but I hope you can find some peace for yourself this weekend. Do something that you love, all that good stuff. I know, easier said than done. But yeah, I worked on a drawing that I'm very happy with. This is my first time using Krita. I don't know. I had a $50 drawing tablet, and I was like, you know what? I want to see what pure digital is like, and it was fun. There's definitely a threshold I'm encountering with what I want to do and how I know how to do it. This is why I would like to study the program a lot more rather than jump. Like, this was me jumping into it and figuring stuff out, but primarily it was the exact same process that I do with my mouse, just this time using an actual pen, a drawing tablet. The difference being though, like this threshold, because like if you can use a mouse, why can't you do this? Is it's a technique with pen, with the drawing pen. How do I get line weight to do the things that I want? How do I ensure consistent lines, etc. And it's a bit frustrating because, like, first of all, I think in learning this, I want to make sure that I have a display where I can actually see, because it helps with ghosting. And then I want something I can spin around. So I really do think Procreate may be the move, which is sad because I was so dead set on using whatever the Clip Studio Paint. However, Krita is pretty epic. And then again, like at the end of the day, the program really doesn't matter too much in my opinion. From what I've heard, right? It's just a tool, and I kind of agree, because I'm still able to draw. The fact that I was able to pick up Krita in a night and draw something that I love, lends itself to, yeah, like it's not entirely the program. Of course, if you're a professional, then it comes down, or like you do this like extensively, then yeah, the time saved from a compatible workflow, one that makes sense to you and you jive well with, yeah, that matters. But for a hobbyist like me and a person who's still trying to figure it out, that isn't my trying to optimize in the very beginning. I just want to learn, which I guess could be optimizing. Who knows? Holy, I'm hungry though. I was a bit, I've been doing all this 50% and having a good time these past 2 days, and I was like, oh, I have to eat my veggies. Now we have to do lesson 6, and you're like, Kavel, you have the autonomy to do whatever you want. True, but spring break, I'm not sure if I'll be able to stream, so I still want to fit in as much lesson 6 as I can. I was in the shower last night, as one does. Hopefully, most of us shower as frequently as we can. But man, I've been getting crazy shower thoughts recently. Not crazy as in like they're absurd, but crazy as like I'd be pontificating in there. I don't know a better way of describing it. But the one I realized last night is I was about to give up on lesson 6, right? We all know this. I was really struggling to get back on it, especially with the gap that I had with the Singapore trip. And then, I just swore to myself, I don't know what I don't know, and there's still things to be learned here that could help me, so why not pursue it, right? I don't know why Yeah, I don't know if it would benefit me or not if I and, you know, it's an uncertainty. So I chose to stick with it, and I'm glad I have because I'm employing a lot of these techniques and reasoning skills. It's mostly reasoning skills rather than techniques, because I always knew how to subdivide and things like that. Just now, I'm much more comfortable with it, and I'll even prefer it. I mean, for the drawing that I just finished, which I can talk about now, because I'm trying to be better about not talking about my drawings too much, being a person who makes rather than all that. This one, I started with a box. I usually start with a general kind of like guiding box for the idea. You can't see it that well because the lighting. Ooh, you know. They're inside of this though, and that helped me kind of begin. And I used a bunch of ortho lines, I guess. I don't know. To help me gauge where different parts of the body are. I'm starting to get a lot more confident in my more pushed and strange perspectives, which I wouldn't have if I didn't pursue something like lesson 6. This isn't to say, once again, that I'm just glazing Drawbox. I don't want to be like constantly bring up how, yeah, there are some conceptual things I disagree with a little bit in Drawbox, really only being the 250 cylinder challenge, and I'm not sure if the 250 box challenge, that one I could be argued down about. I don't think it should be 250, but at the same time, I don't know, drawing that many boxes, I feel like it's not a horrible amount, just it does feel excessive, if that makes sense. 250 cylinders, I'm not a fan of that one at all. If there was a least favorite, it's that. And then some stuff with lesson 3. But like, once again, this is not to say Drawbox is awful and horrible and you won't learn anything. Drawbox, as I think any art learning program is, or school or anything, is a medium for learning to facilitate it, right? Because like, you can read a textbook and gain nothing, and another person could read a textbook and understand everything. What's the difference? It's not because you're smart or dumb. Don't let school instill that idea that, oh, I'm dumb, so I can't learn it. No. For lack of a better word, it's perspective. Yo, what's up, Delano? I'm doing okay. I'm very hungry at the moment. I forgot to eat. How are you doing? Yikes. Working on a project for a YouTube video. Ooh, what is this going to be about? Exciting stuff, though. Oof, my finger's like getting stuck somewhere. Don't want to spoil it. Oh, okay. Okay. This is going to be cool. Awesome. Well, heck yeah. Let me know. I mean, obviously, you know your way around YouTube and video editing, but if you would like any input or anything from me, I'm your guy. All that good stuff. Heck yeah. Well, best of luck. In fact, I have a playlist all about like audio balancing and stuff like that. If you want, I can link you it. In fact, I should already. I'll just link it in streaming for anybody. Um, but uh, it's actually for Audacity, or not Audacity, Adobe Premiere, and I've actually kind of fallen out of favor with it, and I kind of want to go towards DaVinci Resolve. Hmm. Editing software versus YouTubers are two different things. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Like sound quality. Yeah, so like audio balancing, because, depending on your software and how it renders everything, if you don't have audio normalization, you could have one loud thing in your video, which forces everything else to be very quiet, right? That's like the most common thing I see in novice YouTube videos, including my own. This happens. I think I did an okay job with it, mixing in the lesson 2 video. But like I have personal videos, like my Siege video that I made on my own. I say on my own as in like most people don't know about it. Um, Great audio mixing. The next video, because I didn't care about it, terrible audio mixing. For anybody watching, including Delano, if your YouTube video sounds quiet, the solution is not just drop a gain effect and max it. Do not do that. There's more like there's a setting that you should do in Adobe Premiere first and foremost, which is to make sure that loudness normalization is the same preset as YouTube. That's like a big one. And then yeah, there's plenty of videos out there. Look up loudness normalization, and then of course like look into audio for your mic. So like, sure, you're tempted to like remove noise and all that stuff, and like increase bass, but that can make your voice sound really bad, especially if like the attack threshold is really high. Then your voice is just gonna be cutting off every second, even though you're trying to get rid of like the little, breathing in between. I am very much a person who cares about audio, despite how much my audio sucks on stream. But yikes. My line works pretty with it today, but also that's because I was drawing earlier. Delana, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to ask, but could we get a hint as to what the topic will be about, or is that also like I'm actually just super curious? But please feel free to be like, nope, I'm keeping it under wraps. Is it gaming? Is it art? Is it coding? Is it something secret and sinister? Feel free to say, hey, I'm keeping it quiet. That's totally valid. I am just curious. Ah, goodness. Get out of here, bug. Who are you? What are you? It's a little bug. Buddy, get out of here. Go. Art related. Okay, awesome. Good stuff. Very excited to see what's to come. Ah, yikes. Messed up that line. We're doing on time. Good, okay. I think today calls for a BRB, as is every other day. Cool. Alrighty, so with this amazing music, I love the song. We're gonna head into BRB. You guys know the drill. 2 minutes of ads, and then we'll come back and work on our tape dispenser. You're back. Cool. We're back. And I did nothing but stare at my screen with like my mouth open in the BRB time. Like I should be productive, proactive, and getting the papers out and setting everything up for what we're gonna do, and I didn't do that. So, let's head back here and let's talk about some important stuff with the tape dispenser. We made good progress yesterday. We're basically in the doing stage, right? We to quote Tonico Pantoja, I think. Hopefully, I'm saying the name correctly. There's two gears. There's the creative gear and the labor gear, and we switch gears. And the action of switching gears is a little bit exhausting, right? That costs a cognitive load to do. Oh my gosh, I have so many pages. But yesterday we finally kind of locked in what we need from each side. We're gonna have these. These are our slices, and we're gonna make a new ortho with some more relative decisions here and there, and it's gonna be awesome and epic, and everything will work out. So, we're gonna do that. Hopefully, finish by this stream because we have less lines to do. That would be ideal. Uh, we're already on stream, what, 10 or 9 of the tape dispenser? I don't know. So yeah, we have some work cut out for ourselves, but it's gonna be cool. So I'm gonna pull out the relevant pages here. So we'll go up here. My stream keeps cutting out, and I think it's because of the ad blocker. Oh, Twitch. Yeah, I've heard of Twitch ad blockers. I've never heard of them working too well though, and also my microphone wire is messed up. Why are we doing this? There we go. It's a bit strange. It's like not. Hopefully that's not like messing up my audio. I'm like jiggling the microphone wire. And yeah, I don't have any network issues right now. So if the stream is cutting out, probably, let's hope it isn't me. However, I've had my history of internet issues on this channel. Oh, I just realized a huge issue of me streaming at home. My home internet sucks, so that may change the game a little bit. Huh. Nice. Okay. So, we'll start with, I like starting either horizontally or vertically. And thankfully, why did I tape this one? Because like this one, I kind of want like on demand, very close to me, so I can read it easily. There we go. We're gonna push it to the side as well. Yoink. My friend's making me laugh, sorry. It's DMing me. Okay, cool. So we'll start with, we know we need the 2/3 for this, third for that. Very descriptive, I know. Yeah, we'll start horizontally. So we need those thirds. We've already divided everything in half. We need the fourth. We already have the half. Do we need a fourth over here? Yes. Everything will practically be the same, except for these extremely minute ones. And then of course the 15th and 24th, the 15 24ths, and all of that will be derived coordinates. Yeah. The things that change, these change the most though, because we've changed how we want to do our slices and dropped lines. Because we have no more, let's call them horizontal slices. We only have the vertical slices, or no, we'll call these horizontal and these vertical slices. We don't have any vertical slices anymore, right? So I don't think we'll need these ones, and this will change dramatically because of where we're choosing to do some of the lines. Let's see, for this major one, I decided to do, looks like a 3/4. I did some weird stuff over here. What was I up to? I don't know. But yeah, basically all we need is the these two slices, which this one's going to be at a 64th from that edge. This one's going to be at a 3/4. And I don't really think we need anything else. Yeah. Oh, we will need, I guess. Yeah, let's talk about the top real quick. Like, Kavel, you've done enough planning. No, I haven't, because I don't know what to draw next. Um, maybe. What do we need for the top and bottom? Because the top and bottom, we need that for our dropped lines because we have a couple dropped lines that are going to be in there. Not this page. This page can go away. We aren't really using that page much anymore. And you can hide up here. Yeah. Oh, yay. Oh, yay. Nice. Actually, I feel like all of slice 2 will need dropped lines, right? Green are projected from points and exist on dropped lines. Um. Ay, ay, ay. No, because we don't need dropped lines for these planes because we're doing that's what the interior planes are, is they have orthos inside of them. Um this is gonna get so messy, man. Unless we make them drop lines. Why did I write that in red right there too? Ay ay ay. No, we'll just do this. We're figuring it out, we're figuring it out. I have to tell myself that. I think the cleanest way to do this is, since we're gonna have so many orthos overlapping. I wish I had a different another color. I don't think I do. I wish I had like a purple or an orange. We'll use red to indicate. Uh, yeah, a way to clean this up would be to have more dropped lines. So you could have dropped lines for that, and then these can be projected from back. The question is, why does the red stop? Oh, I see why the red stops there. And then this has an interior. Yeah, that will be in the interior. We don't technically need to label it. Um, This sucks. um, Part of me just kind of wants to figure it out as we go, which is not the best option, but slice 2 also needs the wheel and the interior. Or the exterior, yeah. Nice. So these both need that. So if we do the ortho, it's only on the slices, so the ortho will have to exist on those. Those won't be dropped lines. In fact, then you could project one to the other, but I'm not sure how much I want to do that. Alrighty, let's get back to it. Continue making our brains melt crazy style. Start with those thirds, because we know those will be in there. Thirds are made by the arrow, and the arrow points in the direction of which the thirds will be coming. Let's double check by checking PureRef. All of our measurements in there. I'm also going to adjust the mic. Cool. Yeah, what I was thinking for when spring break occurs in a couple days, because I won't be able to bring this whole setup with me, but what I can bring is my computer and a drawing tablet or drawing pad, whatever it's called. And we could do digital stuff. And I'm not sure how it would go. It could be fun, but it would require me before stream doing sketches that I would want to turn digital, which I'm 50-50 about. Because I've had my recent break from doing 50% on stream, and that's actually made me more inclined to do 50% in my free time. And I felt a bit less pressured to perform, which is good. So yeah, we'll decide on that. Alrighty, and then we have the intersection between the true diagonal right there. And plus, maybe me using Krita will like make people mad. That's a fear I have. Because like I'm not trying to use all the fancy brushes or binds or anything. I'm just trying to enjoy drawing. I can worry about learning the software later. Will it limit the things I'm able to do? Yeah, but I'm fully cognizant of that. I don't want to do more than that right now, and if I do, then I'll go learn it. Or I just may be too tired to to care, right? There's our thirds. Awesome. Epic sauce. What others do we need? Have I tried digital drawing before? I have not. Or I mean, the thing I just posted in ArtShare, that's the first time I've ever used Krita ever. And it's gonna be, yeah, I'm not sure. Because other than that, then there's the gravel drawing I posted before that. That was just with mouse, and paint, which I liked it. I like the ability to add a line weight. Yeah, so I like it to a degree, right? I like the control I have over the pen, but there's a lot of things and techniques I don't know how to do yet, and I really miss the tactile nature of drawing traditionally. and I don't like I have just a tablet. I don't have like the screen or whatever you call it. And so I can't like ghost as easily. I can ghost and like do all these techniques, but like I can't rotate it as easily either. And so that tactile nature of things is lost, and I don't really like that. Um, I still do it tradigital. I tradigital like I do the construction physically with my favorite thing ever. Um, and then I transfer it, and I can adjust proportions and all of that and do the iterative. That's what I like about it is the iterative stuff. Um, but it is a bit overwhelming, and there's a complexity with it that I don't really care for exploring right now. But it's fun. I do like I do really like it. So it's a new world with seemingly different rules. But I mean, you know, I can still draw a box, so it means I can draw everything that I can draw in there, and maybe a little bit more because I'm allowed to iterate, right? Like the fact that I can just erase pencil and it doesn't leave a smudge, amazing. Yeah, same here. And then for like the sketch and then the, like all the inking, that's the thing. Inking really made me upset. Um, Inking, it's like I couldn't get the pen to do what I wanted it to, and that's why I stopped with just the sketch for the recent drawing I made. Um, because I wanted a certain thing and I couldn't get it, and so I have to spend a lot more time investigating and seeing what I need to do skill wise and what I need to do program wise, penmanship wise almost. Let's see, we had those thirds. What else do we need? We need a 12th. Do we need a 6th? We do need a 6th. Do we need a 6th at the bottom? Yes, because I do the 6th in the 8th corner. So now we have the option of um, do we want to mirror? And I don't really think we have any other. Oh, yeah, I remember. I chose to do it up here because then I mirror down there because there's more stuff up here. What would benefit me to have line-wise here? Probably like this, I think. Oh, wait, no. Dividing this third to get that 6th. Yeah, this way. Cool. And I mean, the biggest allures of digital for me is one, iteration, right? Like it's not as hard. This little bug is going crazy with it. Get out of here, buddy. Jeez. Um, it is, the iterative nature. So when I erase, it actually erases. I can redo. I can undo. There's layers. And then it's no longer like I have to buy a watercolor set or I have to buy colors. Like I can go out and do that. But um, there's plenty to learn about coloring, and not just like how colors work per se, uh, but how to employ that. Evil music. It's not something I'm gonna be focusing too much on. Uh, Digital. I'm just gonna focus on drawing, and if I want to take it over digitally, which I probably will, then I'll have that fun. I wonder how this happened. Okay, so this will give us our 7/12ths, and then we'll divide it one more time. So what can we do here to be progressive and minimize the amount of lines and clutter that we have? Not much. Where do I need the 7/12ths? Monotonous? Yeah, I was rather surprised by how long things were taking, but at the same time, slowing down ain't the worst thing. And it also encouraged me to find tools because if I find something slow, someone else probably did, and they probably, and they're probably smarter than me, so they found a way to speed things up workflow wise, right? I feel like when it comes to digital, I mean, that's the whole point, is we use tools to make ourselves faster. And ideally sometimes better, but sadly when it comes to traditional or digital, I don't think that's the case, right? If if you don't know how to draw a box, um, traditionally, then there's probably you probably don't know how to draw a box digitally. That also divvied it up. Oh goodness. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm so silly because the 12th is made the same way. Well, I ain't gonna complain too much. So that is our 7/12ths, and they want to divvy it up a little bit more in here. This bug's about to get it, guys. I'm sorry. I may have to murder a bug on stream. Is it on my mic? How do you even get in here? There's probably a much cleaner way of doing this, and I didn't take the time to remember that, which is unfortunate. Nice. And then we project these. We need the 1/6 and the 1/12 down there, and the 5/12. What the 5/12 is used for, bottom of this down here. So if we deviate this into a fourth, because we will need the fourth, we'll also need a 3/8 and a 1/8, so it doesn't matter really which way we split this. Then we can mirror. So we'll be mirroring the 7/12. Something doesn't seem right here. 4/6. No, that 7/12 is slightly over 1/2. No, did I mess this up, man? 7/12. It's less than 8/12, which is 3 2/3. Oh man, I messed this up. Okay, well, GG next. I'm unfazed. Let's get it. I just completely messed up the ortho. I put the wrong coordinates in the wrong place. That was just my bad. It wasn't so much that I executed anything, like did a bad line per se. Just it was wrong. 3, 4, 5, 6. Sanity check. This is 4.5. So we go 4, half, and then one more. Sanity check. Yep. I think the lesson I learned from that previous mistake is always check the ortho. Like, sure, you can subdivide halves and halves and halves, but instead just start from like the true way of finding the ortho, if that makes sense. Like doing a 12th is different than doing a third and subdividing twice. It's, requires less lines, slightly more optimal. Okay, and then 1.5. Move out by 1. And we sanity check. Nice. Oh, why did I go 2 units? Oh, cares. Take a sip, quick sip of water. Wow. We're back. Let's get it. Nope. This is why we double check things, because I'm pretty sure I almost just messed up the measurement. One and a half. Yep. Just messed it up. That would have been bad. Nice. Here, I'm gonna be right back. We're gonna pause the timer. Alrighty, we're back. Cool. Okay. Back to where we start. So we're gonna divide into thirds, and then our twelfths and sixths, and we have it like right here in front of us. So yeah, start with the arrow, do those, and then the 12th is a little bit different, but hey, we need all of these. Double checking. Sixth for the corner, which can be mirrored if we really want to. I don't really see why we should, because this will also give us the fourth over here. So it's kind of a win-win. And that fourth is needed for the edge of the inner wheel. Nice. Then we do our third over here. Nice. Then let's get those sixths in here. Nice. Now, here's the part where we messed up. We want this 12 sevenths and eventual 15 24ths. So to get 7 twelfths, that's one of these interior lines right now, which you need to find this horizontal line. To find this horizontal line, you need to find the intersection with the true diagonal and one of these. So true diagonal, one of these is this line. And we intersect it up here. Let me get that line. Let me double triple check. Draw a line from the sixth. Draw it across. Then we can draw these two interior lines. That gives us our fifth. Oh, outer wilds. Let's go. And then we just need to divide one of these in half. Let's see what a 24th looks like, if there's any elegant way. Was this lesson teaching you? Seems like a lot of work. Conveniently, we talked about this at the beginning of the stream. Spatial reasoning. Getting pretty decent with ratios and estimating, like, oh, this is a 6, this is that much. Very good at that. Being able to make boxes of that size, and better visualize points inside of boxes, and then 3D space at specific coordinates. All that stuff. It is quite a lot, but hey, I mean, life is a lot of work. Living is a lot of work, right? So I'm not stressing too much. So yeah, that's the line we should have made. So we have our 2/3 right here, and 2/3 is times 8, so that's 16. So we want to be right here. So we'll draw a line in the center like that. Nice. Alrighty. Do we need any others? I don't think we needed that top 12th. Well, it's good because we never did the 12th. I think we just did the 6th, right? Yeah. Oh, we only did the interior ones. Oh, wait, oh yeah, the 12th. Okay, that's where we need the 12ths. Well, now we can easily do that, hopefully. Where's my mouse at? Give me that. The intersection of our top line, or it's actually going to be a bottom line now, with the edges of the true diagonal, or no, the diamond. Where's that line come from? Oh, the line, the 6th to this, I think, and then right there. Yeah. Okay. Nice. And then we want to put that, so right here, right there. Yeah. Because I feel like all the previous lessons were about how do we put objects in 3D space and believe they're there. And now it's how do we put it in the right place. I feel like heuristically you can build up a pretty good intuition. And I feel like this just solidifies it. Nice. I think that's all of our horizontal ones. It's rather pretty looking. Now we have our 4ths, some 8ths, all that fun stuff. We actually have a custom measurement in here. Oh, but I just divvied that. Okay, that's nothing. That's not a concern of mine. And then we have our 30 seconds and stuff, which we don't care about anymore. We have our... What's the 16th doing over here? Doesn't seem like it's doing much. We have the 8th. Yeah, I'm not seeing much with that, so we're just gonna ignore it for now. But yeah, we're just gonna be continuously dividing into 8ths and 16ths and such. Cool. Just like double, triple checking. We do have to choose. Oh, the clouds are so pretty outside. I almost want to end stream a little bit earlier just so I could go look at the clouds. We'll be fine. We'll live. They are really pretty though. On a Friday, oh, amazing. I don't think we need that 3/16 anymore. We need the 1/4. We need the 5/16. Weird. Why would we need that? Oh, 5/16 for the top of that and the... But what would that be, 5/16? Soup. What's up, Bear? How's it going? What kind of soup? If you're eating soup right now, that's big. Oh man, I could have gotten soup today and I didn't. I kind of wish I did. But I'm also just crazy hungry right now. It's going well. Great to hear. We dispensing tape today. You know it. We're backing at it. Unfortunately, not eating soup. Would like to eat soup. I don't know why that reminded me of the soup meme. I'm at the soup store. Heck yeah. But yeah, we are MCal. We've come at it with a new lease on life. We're doing things like very methodically now for our slices. I'm deeming it the MCal slice method. What construction we need where and all that. True. If everyone was here, I think Twitch's servers would explode. 8 billion people is a lot. And then another person would like reply to that Reddit comment with, actually with proper server load balancing, they could handle it if everyone wasn't making, and it would just go on for like an hour. I've been watching too much Northern Lion. I have like the Redditor comebacks prepared in my head. Most of those people would be bots. True. Let's get every bot in the world in this. Pussy in bio. Sorry, I think those are probably like the funniest things to me. It's like a really like crazy like our internet argument, and then you just have the bots chiming in or stuff like that. It's so unserious. I love it. Well, MCow Bear. Bear said she's doing well. How are you doing, MCow? Most of these are internet bots for those who don't know. I saw that statistic. I'm very curious as to how they gauged it. I mean, it's completely believable. I just wonder how you measure something like that. I love bots that have provocative profile, but yes, and you see it on like Daily Dose, and it's like the top comment, and it's like, haha, I really thought that cat was cute, and it's just like a woman with like her entire ass out as the profile picture. I'm like, what's going on? It's like, I feel like, am I not getting something? Am I the weird one? I've seen, and like you're like Kavel, this happens. I haven't seen the woman with her ass out thing in a while. And it's like the entire frame, by the way. It's not like, oh, like her hips turned. No, like it is the entire profile picture. And it's up there for like the first 2 hours of the Daily Dose video. Who likely have access to the internet aren't impoverished. No, true. But I'm not sure if that's like, that's, you know, the negation, right? It just says there can't possibly be 8 billion internet users, but at the same time, it doesn't say, you know, how many aren't and how many are bots, right? For all I know, you all could be bots. Every single one of you. Inverse parasocial. Minecraft urge itch. Have you been Minecrafting as of recent? I saw your I am. Thank you for being honest, band. Not yet anyway. True. I saw your creative build. Have you done anything else in that world since then? I've been staring at this as if it's gonna change. Is the bug on my leg? I'll nuke you. Ow. I just like I said that and then like I sat on my thigh like my hamstring weird. Ouch. I'm gonna make the cat GPT. And you guys will have to, it's gonna happen. Like when I'm unemployed and bored, that's gonna happen. Potential projects? Ooh, heck yeah. Anything that you would like to mention? I'm not sure doing daily updates because I end up playing more than. Okay, gotcha. Okay, that took. Are you just like embarrassed to admit how much you're playing Minecraft? Is that the reluctance? And inside are two pandas. Ooh, heck yeah. Oh wait, Minecraft projects. I thought you meant dude. I'm so dumb. I think you should draw a fishing hut with two pandas in it first. I think that is a very bear mug drawing that I would like to see. And it's like normal rotund pandas, but they have like the Minecraft like straw hats, like very blocky straw hats. There's the first section of my thesis before break-ins. Writing it out on a single line helps me realize it, oddly enough. Hey, nice. I'm doing okay. After a really busy week, I've had some time to draw personally. I tried out Krita, whatever it is, for the first time. I liked it. Digital is weird. Not in like a derogatory sense, it's gonna take some getting used to if I do that. All that good stuff. Made another drawing I'm very happy about. And it's kind of like the first, here's Puma Dude. I wanted to do more with it, but it was stressful. Yeah, but then didn't. Because Kavel couldn't possibly be digital. You know, I've had a drawing tablet for a very long time, since the summer. But I just, and with good reason, I kind of proved it today that like there's a lot involved with that. And I came at this with just, hey, I'm going to play around. I don't really want to learn things. I just want to do exactly what I do with my mouse, but instead with a pen. And I did. And then I tried the inking and all that stuff, and it stressed me out, so I stopped. Inking digitally is a lot, man. And I honestly, using Krita this very small amount, because yesterday was the first time I ever touched it, or anything like digital drawing thing. I want an iPad and Procreate, because I hate not being able to spin the canvas as easily. I hate not seeing where my pen goes, so I at least want like a drawing thing. And then like my posture was so borked while I was drawing, as compared to like my desk and how I act when I'm doing Drawbox. So I feel like an iPad would like make me. I could do it, yeah. What drawing tablet? I use Huion. I'll get the box. Ah, where's the box? Box. Oh, it has my name on it. The Inspiroi H590p. Show name. Show name on stream. I can unplug it. It looked like this. So it's almost the same size as that. It has all the buttons right here, which I've been slowly programming. All I have is just like eraser tool, and then oh, it also comes with like a little pin holder, which I actually like a lot. I hate this button. This button is evil. Blow up this button with nukes and bombs. I hate this button. I keep accidentally pressing it, and it does things I don't want it to. And ideally, if I could ever have a drawing tablet, I would want the eraser tool to work on the back of it, so I could just do that. That would be like a godsend for me. That would make me so happy. But yeah, this recent drawing of Puma Dude, or Luca, I need to start calling him Luca now. I made him look a little bit too upset. I want him to be expressive, but this one I wanted him to be like demure, mysterious. I don't know, all that stuff. Canvas Pro 13. Gotta once realize I need to get good immediately. The pencil shortcut is that it deletes the whole file. That's what it feels like, man. So then Drawbox. Yeah, I've had some people disagree with me, and rightfully so. I do believe, though, personally, in mastering penmanship. Not mastering, but like pursuing penmanship. And that extends beyond actual physical traditional supplies, but understanding the program you're working with, the ins and outs. Because like there's workflow optimization, so you work faster, but then there's like, why did this line turn out this way when I did everything right? And that was the frustration I was encountering when trying to ink my recent drawing, is I don't know why the lines aren't turning out the way I want them to, beyond me physically doing them correctly, right? So there's a lot more to learn there. And this isn't to say if you don't pursue studying every in and out of the program that you're a bad artist, not at all. It's just I want to kind of like quell that frustration I have. And it'll make me work faster. It'll help me do the things I want to do, right? Which I think is epic and awesome sauce. Actually, no, you know what? Screw it. If you don't study the ins and out of every art program ever, you're a terrible artist. You'll never be anything. Yep, I said it. What are you guys gonna? God, that was a lot actually. That was a bit too far. I'm sorry. That was. Whew. Stop. No. If you can't recreate the entire program in Fortran in 3 days on your own without Google using Notepad, Notepad++, then you aren't a real artist? Question mark? Period? Exclamation mark? Maybe? In fact, I've been getting cocky. Me who wants to get good at good paper ends up getting the choppy line pin because of pressure sensitivity. Dude, all that stuff. I have to create in Fortran. Sorry, Fortran. It's an old programming language. This reminded me. Luca, so okay. As you guys know, these characters hold like special value to me, right? Gravel is the point, the side, the sick and twisted side of me. That's like really creative, a little bit awkward in how he wants to express himself, and really only wants to draw, right? Amongst a bunch of other things, I'm not going to nerd out about it. Luca is the more social, like wants to please others, wants to express very well. But that comes with the downsides of those things, with the expectations and things like that. And you know, he's a homosexual, right? So I get to play with all those fun concepts with Luca as well. So you know, he's kind of that vector, and then I have Gravel for the more creative work side of things, right? And those two serve their purposes. And with Luca, I'm super excited. Like I want to draw. I really want to ask gay. Sorry, I am getting cocky with Luca. I want to ask /cut if he wants to do a drawing with me, because I want to do a drawing with Luca like taking a selfie and like being super cocky with Alex, the squirrel character that, and like I'll draw Luca and he draws Alex, and like I can imagine like Luca like kind of strong arming Alex into like a side hug with like us taking his. I could totally imagine it. I could totally see it. Just as if /cut isn't busy and actually wants to draw and all that stuff, right? It's a power move collab. I would love it so much, right? However, that's like far in the future. Whenever I decide. It's going in the backlog though. That's in the backlog. Like Luca and Alex, shout out. But yeah. And you know what? I've spent so much time ranting and stuff. We didn't get that much done today, but it's Friday. I want to go look at the sunset, guys. And it's Outer Wilds music, so you're gonna have to deal with that. We're gonna call it here. Thank you, everybody, for watching tonight and listening to me rant. Thank you, Bear, MCow, Delano. I think that was everybody. I think, yeah. Storming over here. Oh, geez. Well, please stay safe. All that good stuff. Wowie. yeah, if anyone's encountering any storms tonight, please stay safe. We're going to be streaming tomorrow. I don't think we're going to be streaming Sunday. And then it's going to be tentative if I'm streaming for the next week because I have spring break. I have to go home. And if my internet doesn't hold up, then we'll have to deal. Yeah. So, once again, thank you all for joining, and I cannot wait to see you guys tomorrow. Bye for now.